welcome to my show.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will be reacting to short horror animated stories. So this story is True Break-In Horror Story Animated by Onesie Entertainment. Alright, so Break-In Horror Story by Cyanirode. I don't know how to pronounce their name, but Psy something, I don't know. Anyway, so let's start the video.
My name is Anirudh. Right now I'm 18, but this happened to me when I was 9 years old. I used to live in the United States in the state of Texas. It was a Saturday in January of the year 2011. In another 3 days, my birthday was coming up, so I was happy and I had done all my work with excitement. From the age of 6, I had a habit of playing with my toys in my backyard in the evening around 6 p.m. So that Saturday, I was so overjoyed because my birthday was coming up that I played until 9 p.m. I went in because my parents called me as it was pretty late and always asked me to close the back door after I entered the house. But that day, I had forgotten to close the back door, and even my parents forgot to remind me to close the door. I finished dinner around 9:30 p.m. and watched a TV show with my parents till 10. After the show was finished, they told me to sleep as I had crossed my usual bedtime, which was at 9 p.m. But that day, my parents allowed me to sleep a little late as it was a Saturday. I brushed my teeth and my mom kissed me goodnight, and I passed out. Around 1 a.m., I urgently needed to go to the bathroom, and so I jumped out of my bed, walked to my room door, which was closed. And every day I keep the door open, but it was closed, which is a bit odd. I didn't think much of it, and I thought my mom closed the door by accident. So I tried to pull the door, but it didn't open. I thought it was locked from the inside, but when I checked, it was locked from the outside. I wanted to call my parents, but my parents' bedroom was in the top right corner of my house, and my room was in the bottom left corner. We had 2 floors, and my parents lived on the second floor, and I lived on the first. But I needed to use the bathroom so urgently that I decided to jump out of my window.
Jump out of your window? Why don't you just pee right there? Like stand up on a table and pee like right there.
The window is about 3 feet away from the grassy ground, so I jumped, and as I expected, I had landed safely on the ground. Then I headed to the front door and rang the bell. I didn't expect my parents to open the door after I rang the bell once, so I rang the doorbell several times. On my 5th attempt, my dad finally opened the door with a baseball bat and was astonished to see me ringing the bell and was wondering why did I go out of the house. I first had to finish something, so I rushed to the bathroom, and when I came out, I explained everything to my dad. Well, he didn't believe me, so I asked him to check. We both went in the direction of my room, and when he checked it was indeed locked from the outside. We both rushed to my parents' bedroom and woke my mom to check whether she locked the door, but she told us she didn't. Well, my dad explained everything to her, and she was shocked.
Intruder alert, intruder alert.
She immediately hugged me. After this, we heard a loud thump in the living room downstairs. We all jumped and became even more
Yes, Dad with the baseball bat. Good job, Mom.
terrified. My dad grabbed the same baseball bat and walked downstairs. I and my mom were scared to be all alone, so we followed my dad downstairs. My dad had already found out what caused that thump and said it was a book which he was reading. He kept almost on the edge of the table in the living room, but he kept it in such a way that it still wouldn't fall. So I was pretty convinced that there was someone else in our house. So I told my thought to my dad, but he still didn't listen. Then we all heard a scratching noise coming from our living room closet. We were all terrified at that moment. But my dad had the balls to go to the closet, not forgetting the baseball bat. My mom was ready to dial 911, but Dad told her not to call them yet. The moment my dad opened the door is the moment that will bring chills down my spine to this day. When he opened the closet door,
Oh man, what are you doing here, Mo? How did you? Oh yeah, right. He left the back door open. You forgot. Oh my gosh.
ugly man was
He has a knife. Oh my God.
standing with greasy hair and wrinkly skin. It seemed that he didn't have any teeth either. But when I saw what he was carrying in his hands, I screamed and told my dad. He was carrying a long kitchen knife. He then started running towards my dad and tried to stab him. But my dad reacted quickly and smashed his face with the baseball bat. My mom had already called the cops. And then it hit me that this was the man who locked me in my room. But how did he get in? Then I remembered that I had forgotten to close the back door after I came in. That's how he must have entered the house. The cops arrived in 5 minutes, but still the man was blacked out. 2 officers pulled the car in front of our house and handcuffed the man and arrested him. He was still unconscious. I and my family were relieved, and I did hug my parents after the officers left the house. After that, I always remembered to lock the back door after I entered the house. When I became 12, I completely quit playing with toys. But I still wonder what would have happened to me if my dad hadn't reacted quickly and smashed the bat on that man's face. I guess that would have been the end of my family. But I'm glad that didn't happen.
Nice, 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 nice. The dad literally reacted so quick. He hit him right in the head, and then so the guy was unconscious. By the way, you always need to lock your doors because, well, not the inside doors. I meant like the outside doors that like you go inside to your house and outside. Lock those doors, bro. You have to lock those doors and make sure your windows are not human fitting so they can go. Make sure that's closed. Yeah. Alright, so next video. Here we are. It's still by Wansi Entertainment, and this is a true eBay horror story animated. So it's eBay kidnap. Oh, somebody got kidnapped.
When I turned 18, my parents literally kicked me out of the house. I come from Nigeria, Africa, but I was born in the US. My parents did give me enough money to rent a small house, so I worked at a restaurant, but I also wanted to make some extra money on the side. So I used eBay. I don't know if you're familiar with that app, but you can sell stuff you don't need anymore. I had some stuff I wore when I was about 13 or 14, so I posted them to sell on eBay. Shortly after, someone contacted me and said they wanted to buy my items. We talked about the price, but he also didn't have a profile, so I didn't really know the gender of the person. I just assumed it was a girl or a parent who wanted to buy something for their teenage kid, but I didn't really think much of it. This person wanted to come over on Saturday at 7 p.m. My friend also was coming over around the same time, so it didn't bother me.
That guy seems pretty sus. I don't know if it's a girl or it's a boy because he doesn't have any profile, so you gotta make sure, you know? But he doesn't have a profile, so you just...
Since this person was just going to take the clothes and leave. On Saturday around 6:45, I heard a knock at the door. I opened the door to see a 6'5" man standing with blonde hair and blue...
Look at this dude. Why is his face like that? So weird. Suspicious. Look at this dude.
eyes, well built and casually dressed. We stared at each other for about 10 seconds, and then he asked, are you the girl selling the clothes? I nodded yes and let him in. "Are you home alone?" he asked. No, my dad is upstairs," I answered, but it was a lie. I was not going to tell a stranger that I was home alone. I mean, that's stupid. He asked other weird questions, like when I was going to be home alone, or if my dad was a deep sleeper. I answered mostly with lies. I got the clothes out quick, just to get rid of him and his questions. I gave him the clothes. He told me that the clothes were nice and nodded with agreement. He told me he would give me $300 more than the actual amount. I was pleased, and when he asked if he could use the bathroom, I said yes, because I didn't want to seem rude. But 10 minutes passed and he was still in the bathroom, so I went upstairs to check on him and asked why he was in there so long. On the way, my bedroom door burst open and someone began choking me.
Oh my god. Someone choked her. Look at his position. It's choking from behind. Oh my gosh.
I tried to fight back, but it was useless. Slowly, everything blacked out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. And
she got kidnapped, bro.
There was my friend and my parents. I asked them what happened, and my friend started to explain that when she saw a guy carrying me to a car, she became confused, so she called me. When I didn't pick up, she took a picture of the car just in case. So when the car left, she went around to my house and saw my phone ringing on the couch. That gave her chills because she knew I didn't go anywhere without my phone, not even to my neighbor's house. So she instantly called the police. When they arrived, they saw that a car was parked in front of a house. When they went inside, they saw the eBay dude and 5 other men touching me in a way they shouldn't while I was still blacked out. After that, they brought me to the hospital. And then the police came in and told me something terrifying. Yes, these men are in jail now, but in the house that they lived in, they found pictures of me doing different activities. And in a drawer of a closet, they found pictures of different black women. When the officers asked where these women were, they said that they were already dead. I'm just so glad
Wow. This guy's racist. They're all black, and he killed them, bro. They were already dead, and they're all black. He's racist. He is racist. Oh my gosh.
Didn't decide to cancel my outing with my friend, or else I would have ended up just like these women.
Wow. I like once the entertainment you was a really good person making these horror story animated stories. So, the girl, she got kicked out of the house when she was 18. And, like, she used eBay. So, like, she can sell stuff for extra money because she's gonna go get a job. But, like, she wants extra money, so she used eBay. And then, so, after that, someone wanted to buy them. And so, they bought them, right? It was the guy, right? That guy we saw earlier. He bought the clothes, and then he wanted to go use the bathroom. And then, so 10 minutes later, he didn't come out. So, like, she wanted to go check. And then, so suddenly, when she walked past her room, someone, like, opened the door and started strangling her. Like, started choking her from behind. And then, so they kidnapped her in somewhere, a house. But the friend, the big brain, 1 million IQ moment, and pictured the van. So they found the place, the address. And they went to that place and they found her and they put her in the hospital. Police, yeah. The police found her and then they put her in the hospital and they arrested the guy, the racist guy, and the other people. And the other people that strangled her. He has a whole gang. Oh my god. So guys, this is the end of our video. If you liked the video, please subscribe and like for more updates. Bye!